Welcome to Sparks Catch Up with Community Leaders, where every other Friday, the United Way of the Greater Yankton Spark Connections for the Community program hosts conversations with community leaders from our nonprofit service organizations with the hopes of catching up on the important work that they're providing to our community and any other upcoming initiatives or events. My name is Todd Branton, and I am a police commander with the Yankton Police Department, but I am also the Spark president for the United Way's Spark Connections for Community Executive Committee. Today's guest is Stacy Starzl Hansen, Executive Director of the River City Domestic Violence Center. Welcome, Stacy. Thank you for being with us today. And how are you doing?
I'm doing well on this blustery day.
Yeah, wait 5 minutes though, it'll change. So wonderful. Glad you could be with us. Could you, before we catch up on what's going on at the River City Domestic Violence Center, tell us a little bit about your mission, your history, and fill in the community about what's going on?
Sure. So River City Domestic Violence has been in the Yankton community since 1975. From 1975 through 2015, it was known as the Yankton Women's and Children's Center. In 2010, Yankton Women's and Children's Center moved out of a 1916 home on Broadway to a brand new building that we are in now. And in 2015, the Yankton Women and Children's Center changed its name to River City Domestic Violence Center, we believe, which is what we go by today. And that was to better serve our community. And so our mission is that we provide a safe haven to victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. And River City exists to break the cycle of domestic violence and sexual assault in our community through survivor empowerment, advocacy, education, awareness, and social change.
Wonderful. Your services that you do provide to the community are greatly appreciated. Speaking from somebody that has worked with your organization for many years. So we're just really pleased with having you in our community and the work that you do. So in the last 9 months, kind of share with us what the River City Domestic Violence Center has been up to, and what are some of the challenges that you have been facing, and how have you been able to overcome them?
Sure. So as with most agencies, we are trying our best to operate during a pandemic. We have had to implement several new protocols with clients and staff. Our clients are our number one priority, and we want to make sure that they can always reach us 24/7. We have had to change some of the ways that we provide advocacy and educate the public on our awareness. Due to COVID, many individuals were furloughed in Yankton and the surrounding areas, and families were and continue to be with each other on more of a regular basis, more than ever. So we've had to implement resources for those that need to reach us. River City Domestic Violence Center is continuously attempting to maintain a safe living environment for survivors by preventing the spread of COVID-19. Many of our programs that our clients use have changed as well. It has been a constant revamping of our current programs that we provide. For example, our outreach coordinator has had to find new ways to reach our rural communities, as well as other counties that we serve, while certain offices have been closed, and courtrooms and different public entities when they've had to close down their doors due to COVID. And then our support group is another example. Instead of meeting in person, we've had to change to a virtual environment. But before we could do that, we had to look into encryption and how confidential each meeting would be. What we want to make sure that we are always have going on is that we can always be reached 24/7. And our crisis line is 665-1448. Most importantly, we serve our clients whether they are in our safe haven or just starting the process from home. And we work closely to help with any of our services that they need on their journey toward healing.
Fantastic. Stacy, again, We appreciate and applaud all the work that you're doing within our community, especially in these times. Speaking from a police standpoint, knowing that the domestic violence numbers have increased as a result of the pandemic, working closely with partner agencies like yourself is a great asset to our community. So we applaud all that you've been doing and that the work that you were able to do, even though being faced with challenges regarding the pandemic. So thank you again for being here and being with us and telling us the important missions of your work and what your organization has been doing. Before we sign off, is there anything upcoming events that we should know about that we can look forward to from the River City Domestic Violence Center?
Yeah, so we have something exciting going on. Most of our fundraising has had to go online or virtual. And one of our biggest fundraisers of the year is our Dancing with the Stars fundraiser. And that is going on now. We just started that. Our dancers from the Yankton community have their fundraising pages now to start their pledges. And next week we will be sending out their pictures via social media, so you will get to meet all of them. Then starting on February 7th, their masterpiece dances will be live to watch through their pledge page. And so we just want you to be watching for these 5 Yankton community couples in the upcoming weeks through our Facebook page. We are so excited. We are a little bummed that it can't be live because it is so much fun for everyone to get together and have this live event. But this year it'll be virtual, and we're trying to make it as exciting as it can be virtually. So we have some fun, very fun, I should say, community couples that will be dancing this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. Speaking from somebody that's attended for the past several years, I'll be missing the in-person dancing performances that were presented by some of them, but I also look forward to this year's contestants. Knowing several of them personally, I'll be definitely willing to give some of my critique to them at a later time too as well.
Yeah, yes, we'll be happy to have that critique.
All right. Well, thank you, Stacy Starzl Hansen, for the Executive Director of the River City Domestic Violence Center. Join us next time on Sparks Catch Up with the Community Leaders. And make sure to follow Spark on our Facebook page or look for these recorded conversations on the United Way of Greater Yankton's website, located at www.yanktonunitedway.org/spark. Thank you for attending and have a great day.